Julie. Thanks for making time and welcome everybody to a new episode of Business Meets Life. We are here in Julie's office. Now, Julie is a wonderful woman from Chongqing, Sichuan province in China. Tell me a little bit about your story. How did you end up in Shanghai? And also tell me a bit more about your company, how you started.
Okay, thank you for invitation. I'm Julie Long, and I'm the co-founder of Global Enterprise Services. And the story is why I started this company actually from 2 years before. And at that time, I met my business partner and recommended by my friends. And she has a long-term experience in the accounting industries. And previously, according to 8 years before, and accumulate more than 3,000 clients, and some of them are the foreign clients. But because she lack of the proficiency in English, so she's looking for the business partner that want to set up the new brand on this based on the previous clientes. So at that time, I met her, and actually when I graduated from my university, I came to Shanghai because I want to venture my entrepreneurship in Shanghai. So during the past half year after graduation, I'm always looking for the opportunities. So at that time, I met her. So we are perfectly matched on the ideas and the professional skills that we matching. So at that time, we decided to set up the subsidiary brand in order to provide professional services for foreigners. So the most touched point for me is that her mission to set up this brand, because we know for the Chinese agency previously, foreign investors don't believe them, they would think they would cheat them. So we want to alter the perception of that and also provide the premium services, plus with kind of caring, akin to their trusted friends in their hometown. So that's the reason we set up this brand and always follow this mission to do that. So along with the 2 years, we have some clients recommended by our old clients, and also I'm doing the marketing. So past 2 years, we've actually have assisted with hundreds of clients, hundreds of foreign investors to enter into Chinese market. Now, besides accounting services, actually is our expertise, our team's expertise. We also help them to do the company registration, HR services and visa services. So we also see the trend of Chinese company expand overseas. So we're trying to help the Chinese company now enter into a strategic market like Hong Kong, Singapore, Vietnam, and also Middle East is our next destinations.
Wow, that's so exciting. And actually, so my company is 5.5 years old here in Shanghai, and my agent, some of them, they went into jail. So they had to close down, and I think we know many of these stories, right?
Yes, we know that. So we keep very strict on every cases. So if they have any potential risk, we need to inform them, and also we will not accept that cases, even with a higher security profit on that.
So thanks for sharing your story. So you are actually a serial entrepreneur. What drives you to pursue serial entrepreneurship?
Yes, actually during my master studies, at that time I set my first company. It is an educational training institution. So I have the two co-founders at that time. We have around half a year, we have recruit more than 2,000 students to taking the extracurricular classes. So actually for the initial company, I've gained rapid success in a short time. So after that, because of the Chinese regulatories on tutoring industries goes down, so we have to cancel that project. So after that, I feel a sense of achievement that I can bring more values to my team members, to my clients. Also, for me, I feel that I was encouraged to do more. So that's the reasons I gave up my cozy life in the hometown, back my hometown. The pace are very comfortable and slow. So going to the tier 1 cities to pursue my dream. So I think that the sense of achievement and also to bring valuable things to people that encouraged me to become a serial entrepreneur. So now I'm so lucky to meet my team members that we are doing the right thing, and even in a hard time. So we believe that we can do that along with our joint efforts.
And I think you're doing a great job, and I can see your passion in it. And we're going to talk about your expansion strategy soon. I'm just wondering, what would be your advice for all these people out there who want to start their own company? Because I come from the corporate, I come from Huipo, from HP.
Yes.
And even like corporate people have these ideas, hey, I want to start my own business. I mean, maybe towards the end of their career, but there's also a lot of other young people that want to start their own companies, but they're lacking the idea. And you mentioned, and I think that's a very Chinese way, you said a friend connected me or recommended me to another friend, right?
Yes.
But how can we like get these ideas or find these co-founders?
First of all, I believe the pursuing the kind of effects that when you want to doing something, you can attract the same of people around you. So you must share that you have this ambition to doing that, to doing the new venture. So then after you yourself have that kind of energy, that you can reach out to people, and people would recommend new things, new people to you. At that time, you can grasp every potential opportunities to do things. And also for the young people, when they enter into entrepreneurship at early age, I want to say that we must be patient, because for these young people, when they're trying to do things at early age, they must be very eager to achieve something. But you know, for one industry, I believe 3 years you know the basic rules. 5 years you become a senior, 10 years become an expert. So you must be patient when you're trying to venture into a new market, venture into a new industry. So that is my advice for that. And also for the opportunities, you always need to grasp, and also you need to learn from the different perspectives, because the world changes so fast. You must try to learn from everything from everybody from different perspective. That is the key, that you can keep doing the things and keep update and changing.
Lifelong learning.
Yes.
We were just talking about the young people, and I work with several universities and foreign students. They actually would like to stay in China,
Yes.
but they have difficulties finding a job. They don't have any work experience. China is a little bit strict on that.
Yes.
Do you have any ideas or like tips specifically for young people, and also in terms of entrepreneurship?
So first of all, I think that they need to find their passion where their passion is. They must know themselves well at the beginning, and then find more opportunities to take some internship during the college years. So I would say during my college years, from my bachelor to master, every year I would spend half a year to doing the work with the professional workers, and to recognize what my passion is. And later, after my 2 years experience in the tutoring industry, I set up my company. So that means you have time to accumulate experience, and you can start to venture into a new market. So after that, I find my passion is to trying to set up a company and to bring more values. So I mean that the key is that you must know yourself. You must try into more opportunities, and finally to reflect what you really want to do. So this is a long time, but you need to keep continuously to look back into yourself.
Know yourself, lifelong learning. I often speak about this myself too. So you are coming from Chongqing, so I guess you are able to eat very spicy.
Exactly, yeah, hot pot is my favorite.
I think I was in Chongqing the last 2 Fridays actually to give a training. I feel like in every second corner there was at least one hot pot restaurant.
Exactly, yeah, that's his speciality. And people here love to eat spicy food because the weather is too mild. Because Chongqing is like a basin, the landscape, so they need to eat spicy food to steam the bread, the sweet. in order to make them more energetic.
And I didn't know it's one of the most beautiful cities in China. A lot of tourism is attracted there right now. I still need to go on hiking trips there, go back.
Yes.
And I heard apparently also the women are very, what did my French friend say, not like spicy or like strong. Like the women are very strong in Chongqing.
Yeah, our personality like outgoing, like hospitable, and also like to communicate with people. That's our own unique personality, because I don't know, there we call Jianghu Qi, like we make friends, and like in a not so serious way. We become the kind of friends with a more friends atmosphere. Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about Chinese culture. So looking at your office here, I love it. You have the tea place, and I think Chinese people do a lot of like the way how they decorate, how they design interiorly according to Feng Shui. And I also find some things here in the background. Can you tell us anything about that?
Okay. First of all, you mentioned tea house, tea room. Actually, it's quite common in running business in China. So drinking tea is a way for both to relax, and also it gave you more time to think thoroughly. So because the pace is more slow, and also you can find more topics when you're drinking tea. Yeah, introduce the tea culture if you meet someone at beginning. So regarding the feng shui, Chinese people believe that because they think that everything that have their own fate or destiny. So it must follow the kind of natural regulations or natural philosophies. So even we find the places, we would look at a feng shui master to help us to find the right places. And we sometimes hire people, we would look at their birthday if they match with the founder, with the co-founder.
I just spoke to my friend about this, and I just started a course on feng shui. I'm a believer in such things, right? And she was saying like, Jenny, do you know why so many people are getting fired right now or losing their jobs? And she said, oh my gosh, what did she say? Because really successful Chinese businessmen and women, when they hire, they look according to the birthday, they know their numbers, they know what kind of feng shui they bring in and so on. And if they feel like it doesn't fit this year is like a very special year, and I don't know if it has to do with the dragon year, I don't know if you know anything about this. This is why apparently a lot of people right now lost their jobs because it doesn't fit, or they don't fit in this company according to feng shui or so.
Yes. Have this situation happens in the Chinese company, especially in the coastal cities. They believe that a lot. For the Shanghai is more modern and business, so we're combining the modern thoughts and combining with the cultural kind of ideas. We would look at it sometimes.
That's super interesting. I'd love to continue talking about this, but let's talk about you as a businesswoman. And what's your expansion strategy? You mentioned like Southeast Asia, also like the Middle East. And I have spoken to people who come from abroad to China, right?
Yes.
Now you are Chinese and you're expanding in both of these markets. Tell us more about your strategy.
For this year, actually, we set up two goals. First goal is following the trend for the Chinese company go overseas, and combining, we already have some resources or partners overseas. We help them to expand overseas. So we want to set up a global expansion right now. So besides Chinese markets, we focuses on the Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Latin America. These three kind of destinations we would focuses. And also we are planning to build technology-driven platforms. So now we already have a mini program that connect with our 25 tier 1 cities business partners. So our companies now, the service is not limited in Shanghai, but Chinese tier 1 cities, we have our reliable business partner to help to support the company expansion to this. And also, besides this mini program, we are building the app that the app is for the global company services. We invite our global business partner on that platforms. We can share the resources. Our Chinese company can find their service providers on this platforms. So hopefully by this middle or June of this year, we would publish the first model. Yeah.
Wow, I'd love to be part of that. It sounds exciting. So basically now you're focusing on different target groups, because on the one hand you help foreigners to build up their companies and do HR services, accounting and so on for foreigners in China, but now you're focusing on the Chinese, right, who will go to the other markets for expansion.
Yes, but we are divided into different departments to take in charge. But for the foreign, this subsidiary brand, we would mainly take in charge. For the foreign expansion, we have our other team members to focus it. So although it looks like have a different target audience, but we are very well organized in our team internal coordination.
Wow, so interesting. And speaking about this, is there something where you would say, oh yeah, I have failed before? Because the Silicon Valley approach is always like fail fast, right?
Yes.
Is it, I mean, you seem super successful and I've worked with you before and the experience was amazing. So was there something where you would have said, okay, yes, I actually did fail before? Because at the end, we're all human.
Yes. But reflecting my past experience, I would say I was a fortunate guy that seldom have any significant setbacks before. But for me, I think failures brings anguish or makes myself feel so painful. So the painful point for me is that the mental transition from the student to the entrepreneur, that part. So previously, I was listening to the guidance from the teacher and always can get the support. Now I must assume more responsibilities and also find solutions. So that it's not failure, but I would say the transaction from my mental that makes me feel better, stronger than before. So that takes 2 years for me to do that transition.
Interesting. Now, speaking about this, what could have helped you in that moment actually? Because you said it took 2 years to make this period shorter to help you with that transition.
So actually, I find 2 ways mostly. First is from listen to the different people, what's your ideas. Yes, because for the first time, I find a conflict of in my mind. That I would ask for help from the senior people, give me advices, and secondly, I will read some books or listen some courses from the kind of organized system that can give me more thoughts on this part.
I mean, I know that coaching is not very common in China yet, but this is actually something where we, especially foreign people, we would hire a coach, somebody who has it, or like a mentor, somebody who has achieved what we want to achieve, and you have really big goals, and I am 100% certain that you and your co-founders will actually achieve it. But at the end, it can shorten a little bit of like the mistakes that we make by hiring a business coach, a life coach, an executive coach, sometimes even just a psychotherapist to like talk off our worries that we have and just to feel lighter and so on. But thank you so much for sharing this with us. So then what kind of advice do you wish you would have had earlier? It could be life or business advice.
The life, I think that I should, previously I'm a workaholic. I mean that 24 hours standby to work. So now I trying to enjoy more life. So at beginning I think I should know what's my life philosophy, what should be. So for Chinese and foreigners are different. Chinese always looking for pragmatic. They are looking for making money. They are looking for being great successful. And this is a philosophy we are inherited from our parents. Yeah. But for the foreigners, I think they prefer work-life balance, or prefer that work is a means to live a better life. So that I think I've changed from the philosophy from previous one now to the work is a means of better life. So I think that I early urge that if I can know more about the different perspective, different philosophy of a life, that would make me more happier. Because under the stressful, you sometimes even I will cry a lot when I first moved to Shanghai. I think that one time, 2 weeks for one time, we cried a lot, for the. I don't know what's the meaning of a life. Sometimes I should know more angles,
feeling lost.
Yes, feeling lost. Yes, I should know more angles and know more thoughts from the different countries, different perspectives.
Again, thanks again for showing the vulnerability. And I think what you're saying is most of us entrepreneurs have that point. No, not just entrepreneurs, right?
Feel lonely actually, because when you move further, faster, no people along previous people with you cannot follow your steps. You can have no words to talk about, so you will feel lonely. So the key is how to enjoy this loneliness, on your way.
Or how or where to find these like-minded people, and very often it would be like other entrepreneurs. It took me more than 3 years in Shanghai to find these really, really good friends.
Yes.
And most of them, I call them my Shanghai family, they are actually also like small entrepreneurs, like I am. And they understand me, they know the struggles, and it has become really like a family.
Yeah, that's correct. So find like-minded people. Yeah, that is quite important.
Yeah. Now I am wondering, because you are my first Chinese woman that I'm interviewing for Business Meets Life here, and I know the perspective the other way around. Speaking about your cultural background and also being a female entrepreneur, and I know that we're in Shanghai, you're not Shanghainese, even that sometimes could be a challenge, Shanghainese versus other Chinese.
Yes, exactly.
Now, putting this all together when it comes to doing business in China, or even now that you're expanding in the world, what are the specific challenges that somebody like you would have because of the cultural different background or the gender, etc.? This is a bit about like diversity, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I made some kind of difficulties on this part. First of all, because my industry focuses on foreigners and expats, so language at beginning would be the barrier, and secondly is a cultural difference, and secondly the trust building. It takes a time. So for me, for this part, I think that.
But it sounds like everybody has these problems.
yes. But for me, I specific in niche markets. This market, it has more pressures on me because I didn't study abroad actually. I don't have that experience.
Your English is great.
Thank you. So for me, on this point, I try to be more kind of patient and also be more professional, add more values to the potential clients. So I sometimes making some videos. So some of my clients says, you don't need to say that too much. That is your professionalism goes if you said that, so you can do that by themselves. I say that if I can bring more values, I can give them more ideas and how to run their business, how to meet the legal compliance here. That's what makes me more happy or feel valuable. So that's one reason, that's one perspective. Add more values, be patient. The building the trust takes a time. For example, for the first years, they think that you are so young, you are so a female. How do you solve the problem for them?
Prejudices.
Yes. And if I do this for 2 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, continue to do that, they definitely will trust me or believe me. So I must be patient on these parts. And for the third one is that be more professional. I mean, for the clients, we care about every details we deliver to them. Even on the contract, we would give the hardcover. People would just give them the paper, right? It can get wet if they're raining or something. So we would give the hardcover. We would take care of every details when we deliver the same to them. So for these 3 ways, we gain some more trust from our foreign clients. And talking about the gender, female, actually, if you are good looking, sometimes they are things less trustworthy.
Yes.
We sometimes have this problem, so I must pretend more mature over than my age.
Yeah, it's like fake it till you make it somehow.
Yeah. So that is I still think, even I'm young, but I'm energetic. I even during stay up late to help you refining the proposal from time to time. It's okay. I will use my action to prove that I can do it as well. So for the gender, now for me it's okay. I think so for female entrepreneur, they have their advantages. They will be close to potential clients faster. Yeah, and also they are more detailed ideas.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I would think that we have advantages for the drawbacks, so we can overcome it within the time and within your hard work, by your hard work.
Thank you for sharing those with us here. Now, earlier you spoke about life philosophy.
Yes.
What's your leadership philosophy?
Yeah, actually for me, I think first of all, the leader must have the vision. Yeah, you have the broad vision to let people know what your direction are. And second one is to instill the confidence. Sometimes on the way, probably people say no big progress at beginning or even 1 year, 2 year, but we need to instill and let him know we are confident to do that and we believe we can do that. And for the third one, we are carefully selecting people. Actually, for the different people have the different personalities. We need to unleash their potential. Yeah, people outgoing, we would like them to do the marketing jobs. People are introversive, they more focuses and they probably more like for the service execution. So we will look at their different personality or characteristics to unleash their potentials. And finally, we would have a regular checking. So I mean, the leader, that means you need to do not always push them to do things. You must ignite their passion and their ideas to help this team grow better.
I love it. Thanks. Yeah. What do you think makes you more successful compared to other people?
I think that we are still on the way to be successful, not so successful. Yeah, but for me, I think that we actually did so well during the past 2 years for this new brand. So the key is that we care about clients. We normally think ahead before taking action. Yeah, and also we would give them the lighting response, because we know the response sometimes can show that you really caring and follow up with them. And then we would give them deliver the themes in great details. Yeah, so we're caring about our clients, and then we're caring about our partners. We would share mutual profit. We will not occupy, 80-90 of one project. We will share more at beginning because we are still growing. Yeah, and so at beginning the key is that we have clients, so we don't care about profits, because our industry is like a rolling ball, snowball, that they can grow step by step. So, and also for the partners, we will give them the support sometimes if they need any marketing expansion kind of ways need to discuss with them. We would give them the strengths, we would give them the support. And we're caring about our colleagues. So in our teams, I would say not only about profits, how much work you do, how much work you give, but we care about, we are like a family. We have our common goals and we pursue that together. And we know after we get that goal, everybody can get greater, become better on that ways.
The more I talk about you, I feel like I want to change my account in my agency. And I can definitely say, like, you are very detailed, very thoughtful, over-delivering in many ways, because I've worked with you before. But also, like, Julie just sent me a car to my home to even pick me up and to bring me to my next meeting. It is a small thing, right? But still, it already shows, like, wow, you are important. It makes you feel important, like a VIP. And I can really see many ways those special things that you are doing. And I, of course, as a cat lover, I love seeing that you guys have 5 cats in the office.
Have cats. Yeah, raised by, and 2 cats was saved by my founder under the car, because under the cold days, their mother probably died or something, that they take it back, and at that time they even get ill. They went to a hospital to cure them. So actually we see our team have a lot of empathy towards everything. So that's
good values.
Good value.
Family.
Yes, family, like a family. So we always think that Chinese leaders like big parents control everything.
Yes.
But actually we will have the boundary about work and life, but we will put more heart to make people feel warm in this atmosphere. That is a key.
Now, speaking about, we know entrepreneur life can be a little bit lonely. We know the challenges, and I'm also happy to see that you start to take a bit more care about yourself. What makes you happy, or how do you make yourself happy?
Yes. Previously, I didn't find a lot of happy things, but now I find that embracing nature would make me happy. So sometimes I would take a lot of outdoor activities. So that is a work-life balance way for me to smooth my kind of stress in my mind. Yeah. So, and one more thing is that also I feel a sense of achievement when I bring more values to my clients. They recognize you. They even recommend friends to you. At that time, we think that we did it. We help them. We already help them to work and live here safely, and also get their kind of trust. So it also deliver kind of happiness for me.
Beautiful. Now we're slowly wrapping it up. One of my last questions is there something you would feel comfortable sharing with us that not many people know? Because I know you also have your social media channels, and you speak at conferences nowadays.
Yes, for me, actually I'm always like to share in my life in my social media. So yeah, I would say I'm an extroverted person. So what I want to share, actually, my hobbies, I would say, I like go hiking. I like go hiking because back to my hometown, Chongqing is a mountainous city. So normally, I would go hike once every day sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back to my hometown. So yeah, now I like go hiking and I like outdoor activities. So if you guys want to join with me, and you can also contact me. So that would probably I want to share.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
besides
nice.
the work, like a very serious or like very hard to get it touched. So I would say
I would love that. I mean, even in Shanghai, we can go hiking, right? I
Exactly.
mean, it's not the same as Chongqing or like Shenzhen or so.
Yeah,
but
in Shanghai now, once a week I would go hiking to embrace the nature.
I'd love to join you, actually.
Yeah, sure.
This is on my to-do list for a very, very long time. I haven't done this for several years now.
That's great. So welcome. We can going out together. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. So last question for today. Now, why have you decided to accept my invitation for the podcast, to make time from your busy work life?
First of all, before you ask me if I want to join your podcast, I'm so excited. I would say so honored, because I always see you are a kind of passionate and always energetic women entrepreneurs. So I think that work with you, talk with you would help me to know more reflect about myself. And also for me, as I would say still a young age, start to adventure, so I would share my experience, and I'll share my thoughts with potential entrepreneurs in the future. And also I'm willing you contact me for discuss everything. So I would say I'm so honored, and also I want to share that my experience with the potential kind of viewers.
Thank you so much for making the time, and I think I definitely have been inspired by you today. I definitely can't wait to go hiking with you.
Yes,
and I definitely also learned from you. So I think that this could be a good foundation maybe for a new friendship.
Yes, I really welcome, and also we're really happy that we can make friends in the remote places. I would say still remote from my hometown. So that kind of friendship and likely mandate will help us to feel more about each other.
I agree. Okay, guys, so if you want to extend your business and either you want to come to China, you know who to contact, or if you are Chinese and you want to extend to the Middle East, to Latin America or Southeast Asia, you might need a strong supporter on your side. You really want to make sure you avoid some mistake, have a strong partner, and contact Julie. Thank you so much for making the time.
Jenny. Thank you.
And have a good day, guys.